Hi, this is Keith Bryant, live at Apex, and I'm here with Mike Gunderson from Boardshark. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you very much, Keith. I appreciate it.
Boardshark, interesting name. Tell us about the business.
It is. So Boardshark's been around for about 10 years or so. And where they've developed, or where they came from, is some larger companies that are more, let's say, value-added brokers. But what they wanted to do is become more of that flexible, small, nimble company to be able to help customers as needed. So when it comes to acquiring circuit boards, there's a lot of variations, a lot of variables. And Boardshark's nimbleness and their variety of suppliers, mostly in Taiwan, but also in China and the US as well, has really allowed us to become a good, flexible, one-stop shop for many of our customers. I would say most of those customers being contract manufacturers. So
okay, so you have advantages over an OEM because a lot of people just use one board supplier for all of their boards, and there's a sweet spot for every manufacturer. Right. Like there's a sweet spot in a lot of things.
Exactly.
And you're able to pick that sweet spot and basically match the match the type of product needed to the best people to make it for quality and reliability and price.
You know what? You hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of manufacturers out there, but what we find is that most manufacturers, and I use that term sweet spot all the time, because if you stay within a factory sweet spot, then it does two things. Number one, it guarantees that it's going to be a good quality product. And number two, it's going to be on time because you don't have a factory trying to go outside of what they do well. And so what we do is when a customer needs some circuit boards, we take a look at what is the volume, what is the technology? Is it flex? Is it rigid flex? Is it a 50-layer board? Is it a 2-layer board? And we take a look at the technology, the volume, how much do they need, and then how fast do they need it? Do they need it in 4 days? Do they need it in 4 weeks? What is it? And so based upon that, we have 5 different factories in Taiwan, some quick turn, some volume. We have 8 factories in China, same thing there, a few quick turns, but we try to stay out of China with quick turns because we could get it out the door on time, but with flights and everything, it's kind of up in the air. Customer wants it fast. You don't want to build it in 4 days and have it take 8 days to get here. And then in the US, we have our, of course, ITAR, and then 24, 48-hour turns sometimes. So that's really what we take a look at. I would say most of our boards come from Taiwan at this point, which is kind of flipped, mostly because of speed and also tariffs. Tariffs are an unknown right now. You don't know what it's going to be. Some companies are looking at Vietnam, some companies are looking at Malaysia, some companies are looking at, of course, China, but now we get involved with all the BRICS stuff. And if the BRICS gets hit with a 100% tariff and those boards are on their way, the customer's might have to pay 100% tariff on boards that they ordered a month ago, and now it hits the US shores. So there's a lot of unknowns going on right now.
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit stressful for some of your guys in procurement.
And us too. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's, as you say, there are a lot of unknowns out there, but we can just keep rolling forward. But no, I hear what you're saying about Taiwan. I've been chatting to a couple of people earlier today, and also Thailand is growing for bare printed circuit board manufacturers a lot. And again, that's because it's better than China. It has a skilled workforce. It has materials. It has all the other things. So I guess you guys pretty much have a team looking at where the next big spot's going to be.
We've looked at Vietnam. Vietnam's pricing is actually higher than Taiwan right now. Everybody wants to get out of China, but nobody wants to pay any extra to do it. So that's the challenge that we have. One of the things that we're really trying to work with customers on is to, split their orders. Because when you switch a board shop, there could be some hiccups. And if, let's say, you're buying 1,000 boards a month, and those are all coming from China, let's send 100 of those to our factory in Taiwan, and that way what you have is you have that faucet turned on a little bit. So if something happens and all of a sudden there's a 50%, 100% tariff out of China, then we already have that faucet turned on in Taiwan, and we can flip that over internally and not have the customer have to deal with it, have to worry about it. Now the price will go up from China, but if there's a hefty tariff on it, then it may or may not go up.
Yeah.
So,
and also, as you say, you have other issues within the manufacturing options as well.
right.
But no, I mean, a lot of people now are looking exactly the same way that you described it. If not for a complete second source, they at least have somebody in their back pocket if they need them.
Yes, and that's a big advantage I think that Boardshark has, because we have, even though the company's only been around for 10 years, let's say, but there's about a 20-plus year relationship that the owners of our company have with the owners of some of these Taiwanese companies. So when COVID hit, for example, some companies just could not get into Taiwan, because what happened is when China got shut off, the demand over in Taiwan raised drastically. And so a lot of Taiwanese companies were not taking any new customers.
Yeah.
So if you already had an in, then you were good to go. And our customers had that in through Boardshark.
Yeah.
So,
and obviously a lot of the companies that you're dealing with, they have a procurement team, but they're buying a whole wide range of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys are really honed in and specialized in what you do.
Some of our customers say that we're a good extension of their procurement team, because we truly take a look and do a lot of the things that, let's say, larger procurement teams do, but they might have one or two people in purchasing trying to do a lot of stuff. So we really do a good job of understanding what their requirements are, and also too, risk mitigation. That's a big thing that we're looking at now, is risk mitigation. So we can do all of that, and we do it anyway with customers, but now it seems like more companies are kind of flipping it over the fence to us and say, here, take care of me. I just don't want to go a line down. So,
well, that's for them, it's a sensible attitude, and for you, it's also good because at the end of the day, it's what you specialize in, and the more work you have, then the better you can be for looking after everybody to an extent.
Exactly. And the other thing it does too is by the volume that we send to these different factories. We're spending millions of dollars a month sometimes, and so it gives us priority. So now we always say, you become the big fish, even though you might be a small company.
Yeah.
In our whole scope of things.
Yeah. And if tariffs are going to kick in and things are going to get messed up again, then that's always a great strength to have. Is being it's better to be the biggest customer than the smallest one.
Oh, definitely. So who knows what's going on with tariffs? I mean, it could go away tomorrow. It could be triple what we see tomorrow. So until things settle out, which who knows, tariffs been going on for 3 or 4 years now. So I guess we'll see is my best saying. I guess we'll see.
Well, I will wish you good luck with the challenging times, and thank you for
so
coming
much.
in and sharing with us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your time, Keith.
That's Keith Bryant from Live at Apex.